Hi, I'm health coach Cindy Marshall from BeyondWellLiving.com and the creator of the Habits for Thrive program. I've designed this program so that anyone who joins can learn 10 simple practices and experience radical change in their life. Ultimately, these practices become habits. And I know when I say radical change, that's kind of a bold statement, but it can be really subtle. And I'm going to talk about the ways that my members have radically changed. But at first, I'd like to let you know that this system that I created is a culmination of practices from a lot of experience and a lot of education. I have a healing arts background. I also went to coaching school to become a certified health coach, where I learned a lot of habit science. And that was really key because we can know what we need to do, but without the right systems and good methodology, it can be really hard to get to where we want to go. And then, of course, I've had my own experiences, personal experiences with a health quest that went on for many years. And I tried many different modalities and learned to heal myself. And along the way, I learned a lot. And then just working with clients over the last few years and modifying and refining my program to meet everyone's needs has been really essential. Before this, I was a teacher here in Missoula, Montana for the last 20 years. And my husband and I also have two daughters who are now teenagers. And we run a successful restaurant as well. I don't have to be at the restaurant too much anymore. My husband takes the reins on that. But it's a brick oven pizzeria, actually. So I want to talk a little bit more about what this radical change in my program can look like. Because like I said, it can be really subtle. So it can be things like just being more present with the people in your life, being more present with your daily mundane tasks so that you can experience more joy in your life, having deeper connection with people and more quality relationships. And that ultimately begins with kind of building and rebuilding and refining that your own personal foundation of self-love, really. But some of the other radical changes my members have experienced are just waking up feeling energized and excited for the day, rather than like, oh my gosh, here we go again, right? Which we've all felt at various times in our life. Having a surplus of energy, so they don't hit that 3 p.m. slump where they're barely making it to their Netflix binge watching that night. Um, Changing the way they talk to themselves. Okay. And that's something like I continue to work on with myself. And it's been really essential in really changing everything. And a lot of times we're not even aware of what we're telling ourselves. And I'm reading off of notes because I am just a really visual person. And to be totally honest with you, I'm not that comfortable with videos. So this is my way of keeping it all straight. So forgive me if I'm not always looking at the camera. Um, so our beliefs drive our thoughts and feelings, which drive our actions and ultimately the results we get. So we have to start by working with beliefs, which is the very first thing we do in my program. And there's lots of examples of that, but one that kind of comes to my mind is my grandparents. They literally lived off cheese and sausage sandwiches and root beer for their whole life, but they believed it was healthy and they actually lived a pretty long and healthy life. And I know other people who, no matter how organic and how pure and how perfect their life is, they still feel like it's not good enough. And because of that, and I used to be sort of in that category. And because of that, they continue to have health issues and health problems. So we really, really need to get our beliefs in alignment with where we want to go. So the other thing that we do in my program is we give lots of room to be compassionate with ourselves, to aim for that B minus. We don't want to trigger ourselves to any extreme because that just makes you swing in the other way. And really kind of looking at every experience as a success because it has something to teach us. So not really seeing anything as failures and giving ourselves room to unpack what we consider failures and really looking at the behavior pattern. It's usually a self-defense mechanism that's underneath the reason that we keep hitting that same roadblock in our life. The other part about my program that's seriously amazing, and it's been just incredible to have this community of women, and it's just absolutely incredible. And this is kind of a cheesy word, but it really is like a sisterhood. And they've done a lot of studies about group momentum, And people in groups can tend to experience results faster. Like I said, there's just this momentum that's created and the support that's felt. And it's a way to sort of practice showing up in your other relationships outside of the group in a deeper way. So it's pretty cool. But we work on all kinds of other practices and habits. Like I said, there's 10 of them. We practice them in every season because you could be crushing it, in the summer and then fall and winter come. And maybe this is a time that you sometimes get depressed and you could fall off of your fall off course, So we practice the same 10 habits and then we repeat them throughout the year. And we meet once a week as a group. We meet individually for these deeper 1 hour long dives once a month. You get an accountability partner. I gamify the whole thing. So we have group monthly challenges where you get prizes to make it fun because we also have to not take ourselves too seriously, right? That's so important. It's so easy for us to take ourselves so damn seriously. So we have fun. You really get your life in aligned with where you want to go, and it's really about just your trajectory. It's like where are you headed, and we make sure you're on course to dialing in some really key practices that can be just incredible lifelong tools that you'll use for the rest of your life. And then along the way, you get to meet some really amazing other people. So let me know if you have yes or maybe vibes. I'd love to just get on the phone with a no commitment, no strings attached. Literally, like one of my practices is trying to stay in a place of non attachment to outcome. So if this doesn't feel right for you, then more power to you to find something that does. But if you're feeling yes or maybe vibes, check it out. All right. I hope I talk to you soon. Have a great and amazing day. And if you want more information, just look on beyondwellliving.com and have a peek around. Okay. Bye.